Brand New Day, like any other movie that crossed $1 billion, gets its own conversation because what it's doing is going beyond simply being a successful Spider-Man movie. It's a successful film altogether. So let's all just talk about that. Brand New Day has officially become only the eighth movie ever to cross $2 billion. Even more impressive, Deadline reports that it became the second fastest movie ever to reach $2 billion. It has already beaten No Way Home. This is indeed a big deal. No Way Home finished its original worldwide run at about 1.91 billion. It was just shy of $2 billion. And Brand New Day is already sitting at 2.22 billion, and it's only in its third weekend. So, Brand New Day is now officially Sony's highest grossing movie ever. What was before it? No Way Home. And domestically, it's already at $785 million, meaning it's only about 19 million away from No Way Home's 804 domestic lifetime total. This is indeed a massive deal for Spider-Man. This is indeed a massive deal for Marvel, the box office as a whole, and moviegoers who genuinely like cinema. The grifters have gotten their asses kicked multiple times this year. We have now a $2 billion film, which means you guys need to find new content. Am I wrong for saying this? No, I'm not. Whoever thinks I'm wrong, you're entitled to your opinion. But we're not wrong for this. These weekend numbers are ridiculous. Okay, look at the progression. Weekend one, 361 million. Weekend two, 144 million. Weekend three, 70 million. Yes, the percentage drops are substantial, but that's expected when you open at $360 million here. What's impressive is the raw amount of money remaining. There's a good amount of money that's remaining. A $70 million third weekend is larger than the opening weekend of most blockbusters. And Brand New Day did that while The Odyssey was still making more than 20 million and multiple new releases entered theaters. Spider-Man is that bull, yo. At the end of the day, Spider-Man has been that bull since his inception back in the 60s. He's been that bull all these years later. Spider-Man is indeed that bull. Sony will not give up those rights. I said this in my box office video. Sony will not give up them rights. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And the film reached 700 million domestic in only 13 days, the fastest any movie has ever reached that threshold. 13 days, $700 million domestic is crazy. Most movies don't even make that much like that. Most movies' money come from overseas money. And remember the budget. The numbers currently list the budget at 225 million, which is the same budget that Superman last year was. And we're talking about a production budget of 225 million against a $2 billion box office. It's nine times its production budget. Anybody who tries to say it didn't break even can go below themselves. And obviously, Sony doesn't receive every dollar from ticket sales, and marketing distribution expenses still matter. But at $2 billion worldwide, we're way beyond debating whether this movie is profitable. Let's keep it a buck. Nine times its budget. Let's be honest. We're discussing how enormous the profit ultimately becomes. I think everyone who is about this movie is very happy with the money. Like, I don't think the money's an issue anymore. I think what the next question is going to be is where the hell do we go from here? That's the next thing. How do they do another Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland married to Zendaya, considering it tiring if he has any kids? You know what I mean? And this is where I'm kind of fascinated. It's at 2.22 billion after only 3 weekends. Even if it slows substantially from here, it still has weeks of theatrical business remaining. I think 2.2 is now an extremely realistic target. 2.3 is absolutely on the table if the holes remain respectable, and if it develops stronger late legs than expected, we might be in some truly historic territory. I won't automatically extrapolate its early pace all the way to 2.5 billion because enormous openings naturally front load the total, but we're now talking about where it ranks among the highest grossing films ever, not merely among Spider-Man movies. And that's the story I'd emphasize. So it could theoretically make 2.3 billion. That's where I'm going to like land the plane. If it makes more than that, then like that's a great thing. I'm gonna give it about 2.3 billion. But this, just like I gave other movie standalone films for crossing the billion, I am absolutely going to give on the Spider Man. I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy that it's a great movie. I'm very happy that Marvel's got some footing at the box office again. I'm very happy that Tom Holland is, in a very successful film, and everyone else involved. Congratulations to Destin Daniel Cretton. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys on the next one.